it has came to my attention that YouTubers are calling for a boycott of Drake's new album, Iceman. All right, they're calling for a boycott of Drake's music, man, because apparently we're at war, and their side needs to send a strong message to this side. These people are parasocial dweebs, man. But let's hear it out.
I'm calling for a media blackout when this Iceman album drop. Once again, I'm calling for a media blackout when this Iceman album drop. And what I mean by that is, I don't think any of us should make YouTube videos, react to the album in any way, shape, or form on this platform. That's just how I feel. But what I'm saying is, I think we've reached a point in time where this has very serious implications. This situation in hip hop right now has very serious implications, bro, and like ramifications. We've reached a point in this territory of this lawsuit where it is very clear that this dude is trying to decimate the art form in whatever way, shape, or form he can, even if he makes it become to where people look at artists who are in this art form as liabilities. Whatever he got to do to crush the very same thing that he feels rejected by, I think he's going to do that. He is a man on a vindictive mission right now. And with every dose of attention we give his music, now the key word is music.
You're about to witness the greatest mental gymnastics you would ever hear, okay? He's about to create a caveat so he's not affected and he's not hurt, okay? So he wants to boycott under exceptions, though, because he wants the fans to sacrifice listening to Drake's music. He wants people to sacrifice the music, but he don't want to sacrifice his YouTube AdSense check.
I think it's important for us to document everything that Drake is doing right now, because 10 years from now, they're going to try to rewrite the history. There needs to be a perspective on the other side of what Drake was doing in real time, so that people who are growing up that go back and look at, because this is like the 2016 finals. We're going to talk about this forever. So the people who are coming up and go back and listen to old YouTube content to get takes on what was going on at the time, we got to document the bullshit that this dude is doing. That's how I feel, right? However, we do not have to react to the music. We do not have to react to the music. He's hoping that what we do and talk about with these antics will translate to us also reacting to the music. We do not have to react to the music. The music is how he's going to get back into good graces and rebuild his brand. The antics are not doing that. They're just steps to try to help build his brand. So I'm not saying people don't react to the antics, right? Or break down the antics for future listeners and future audiences and people who might not understand fully. But the music, the Iceman album, is what he's going to try to use to put himself back in position. I'm trying to tell you. I'm pretty sure it's the last album on his contract too.
Yo, this is terrible, man. I'm going to show you why. He makes sure to say, hey, listen, man, we boycott the album, man, but don't expect me not to cover Drake. Of course not, right? Of course you don't want them to expect you not to cover Drake, because if you don't cover Drake, all right, the rent money won't be paid, okay? The rent won't be covered from the YouTube AdSense. Look at this man's channel, bruh. And look at how many Drake subjects this man got on this channel, bruh. Come, Drake. Drake. Yo, it's Drake, come on. It's insane. All he does is cover Drake. So, of course, he can't tell you guys, hey, man, if y'all stop listening to the Iceman, we're doing a full-on boycott, which includes no more talking about Drake, because of course he can't. Of course. Right? He needs to discuss Drake to make that YouTube check, which is why I think it's laughable. I think it's blasphemous. I think it's, it's disgusting. It's weird, to be honest. There's no sides, bro. Bro, I don't have a side, homie. I'm going to listen to Kendrick Lamar music and I'm going to enjoy his music. I'm going to listen to Drake music and I'm going to enjoy Drake's music, right? Stepping in the middle to pick sides, to claim that you're at war as if you know these people, is weird behavior, bro. It's dumb. So watch him explain how he's on a side and this side should not give that side attention and it's war for the. I said, bruh, is this what like y'all really think? Like y'all really think like these people care about y'all? Y'all really think y'all are in the middle of war against Drake? Like what? Yo, bruh, y'all got to go outside, man. Hug a tree or something, man.
He's trying to put himself back in position. With our reaction to this album and validating this album by giving it the attention that he wants, I think he doesn't mind it being hate on the album, boom, boom, as long as we are pushing the album. And I think we are at a point in history, in hip hop, where we got to ice this nigga out. We got to ice him out. Every time he drop music, we got to ice him out. Now, let me get to the why.
I hope y'all are getting paid or funded for this unsolicited meat riding, man. You can't be riding meat like this for free, homie. What does icing Drake's music, or what does like trying to what does trying to destroy Drake do for you? Like, what does trying to tear down Drake or destroy him or stop him from feeding his family? First off, you have zero chance of stopping Drake from feeding his family or stopping Drake from having success. You have 0% chance of doing this, by the way. You're wasting your time. But how does this feed your family? How does this put food into your mouth? How does this take care of your responsibilities? How does this retire your mama? How does this feed your kids? You see, like, it doesn't make sense whatsoever at all. Like, whatsoever. You just come across as like a super weirdo. And I'm saying this respectfully too, because I don't know this man. I have no problems with this man. But this behavior that you're exhibiting in this video is weirdo behavior. Not saying you're a weirdo. This is just weirdo behavior.
I posted this tweet saying I won't be reacting to the Iceman album either, right? And you see it's got a whole lot of engagement, 265 comments that are very related to a bunch of Drake fans. I'm telling you, like, I've never seen Drake fans attack a tweet of mine like this. And I've tweeted a whole bunch of different type of stuff. They sent this to Twitter group chats, Discord chats, all types of stuff to discredit this tweet and try to put energy around this tweet. People saying, we don't care if you don't react. You think you got all this stuff. But the fact that so many of them are reacting to this tweet in the way that they are, it shows that they fear that the content creators on this side will ignore the album. They need us to react to this album. The position that Drake is in, he not only needs them, he needs us as well. He needs both sides. Now,
first off, there is no side, yo. Normal people listen to both Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Yo, y'all parasocial weirdos who are on Twitter arguing back and forth all day, that's whatever y'all do, bruh. Right? And also, too, yo, where did this audacity come from? Where did it come? Yo, where do y'all go thinking that y'all could affect this man, bruh? Don't let Twitter get y'all gassed up, homie. Because I have seen this as well. There's this bubble on Twitter where they really think they're doing something. They really think that they're like impacting the landscape of media. They really think like they're like super uber mega successful because they get retweets on Twitter. Like, y'all gotta cut it out, bruh. Nobody care about y'all. People don't give a F about y'all, bruh. All right, in the grand scheme of things, y'all are nobodies. I'm a nobody, right? We are not affecting Drake because 10 Twitter accounts with YouTube channels say, hey, I'm not reacting to Drake's. Cut it out, man. Yo, this is just some. Get a life.
I want to show y'all something else, okay? I want y'all to check this out. They say that me tweeting that didn't matter so much, right? But the tweet made it all the way to TikTok. The tweet is doing numbers on TikTok by multiple Drake content creators. And I've tweeted all different types of stuff. The traction that this tweet is getting is crazy. And I don't think that's on accident. I think the traction this tweet is getting is because they fear that our content creators, people who are creating content on this side, will ignore this album. They're trying to get on me early to discourage people from having the same sentiment. A lot of people saying, "Oh, he's gonna secretly listen to it. Oh, let's bookmark it." They're hoping that we help push the album. Even with us reacting to the music in the past, and by the way, I did not react to "Sorry Songs for You." I also didn't react to "What Did I Miss." So I'm just saying in general. But even with the reactions that our community was giving them, it still couldn't stand its weight. The song still couldn't hold up like they usually do.
Listen, man, I'm not a Drake defender, to be honest, bro. Yo, Drake being successful doesn't feed me or my family. I could give a damn if Drake is charting. But to pretend like Nokia wasn't like a top 5 or top 10 hit for like what 20 plus consecutive weeks, it's kind of crazy, bro. All right. It's just a flat out lie. To like act like Drake didn't have the #2 song in the country. It's just a flat out lie, bro. When Drake drops Iceman, he's gonna go #1. He's gonna have a top 10 hit single, probably a top 5, maybe a #1. So, bro, whatever y'all think this is, it's not, bro. Y'all are making yourselves look crazy, and y'all are Yo, I'll be real. Like I would say, like y'all are ruining hip hop, but y'all are insignificant to hip hop. Like y'all are no factor. Y'all don't make a dent in the landscape of hip hop. So for the most part, y'all just torturing yourselves. Y'all are arguing at the wall all day, arguing with bots all day, arguing with people that y'all would never see all day. Y'all are obsessing over this man, obsessing over Kendrick. It's kind of like, bro, get a life, man. Go out, bro, get a wife, get some hobbies. Pay, like you feel me? Like put more stock into your YouTube channel, be more creative, man. But spending this much time worrying about Drake and Kendrick is not healthy for nobody. This is just, bro, this is sad. This is bizarre. This is just sad stuff, man.
And I'm telling you, if we pull that rug, it will look even crazier. Drake's entire career has been based on numbers, based on being the top guy, based on dominating charts, quote unquote, right? Because of that, if we pull the rug from him and don't allow him to reestablish himself with this album, I think we can make a huge difference in the imagery, in the idea of what Drake is. I think that is this Iceman album is the final opportunity for Drake to put himself back into good graces with the music thing. It's his final opportunity. It's the reason why he's going to rock with the streamers and all this different stuff. And then when we start having the conversation about, and I'm gonna make a video on this soon. You feel me? We're gonna talk about this. We gotta stop acting like this is just about a battle, and there ain't a whole bunch of federal going on that side, and people involved with people pretending to be. You know what I mean? We're gonna break that down. I'm not gonna do that in this video. We're going to break that down. And it's gonna be a masterclass. Okay? Because what we are witnessing right now is very, very similar to what we've seen when it comes to any type of movements that involve the liberation of the black mind, or the liberation of black expression, or moving towards that, or community.
Yeah, all right, bro. Yeah, for niggas start talking about, yo, listen, bro. Homie treating like this Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle like the civil rights movement, man. Cut it out, bro. It's not that, homie. It's two rappers who battled. They don't like each other. They made diss songs back and forth. Sir, it's not that serious, man. These people don't know you. They would never know you. Get a life. Move on, man. But the most telling part about all of this, man, is him saying, hey, boycott, but let's boycott to an extent because I still have to cover the other Drake stuff so I can pay my bills. That's when you lose credibility, you lose respect. You just, at that point, you just talking. If you're gonna boycott it all the way. But if you only boycotting certain things, then you feel like you just talking, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think about this, man? Are you guys gonna be boycotting Drake too? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out how Nick Fuentes finally gives these black conservatives their wake-up call. I'm gonna see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. Out of here, folks. Peace.